Howdy, y'all. Voodoo coming at you. No music today. I don't need it. I'm gonna get this pipe lit and light some people up. Now, gonna be honest. Gonna be some people get offended. You've been warned. You can leave. There's going to be some people who are under 21 that are going to think that they should watch this program. If you want to learn about some stupidity that's happening right now in the United States of America, yeah, go ahead, sit around. But if you happen to be a foreign national and you happen to be having an opinion about what's going on with what's political in the United States, I would suggest being pretty quiet. Everett, good to see you. I know you're in Canada. I'm not trying to say you can't say anything, but I'm going to real quick run this down for you. If you are a citizen of a certain country, and your country is having various different political views, then you have a right to say some stuff. It's your country. You should be able to say some stuff. If you happen to be a foreign national and you want to be talking smack about a country, or you want to be retweeting stuff that's about a country that has a very narrowed political viewpoint, you have no business talking politics about that country. You don't see me talking about Canada other than socialized medicine. And the only reasons I know about that at all is I've been told too damn many times. Oh, and taxes on tobacco. But you don't hear me talking about what's his name with the funky eyebrow. I also don't know anything realistically about Australian politics, other than the fact that they gave up their right to guns. Stupid in my opinion, but I'm not telling them that. Well, I just did, but besides the point. I don't talk about Japanese politics. I don't talk about German politics. I don't talk about English politics. And by English, I'm talking about those that are under the crown and the queen, or whatever it is nowadays. That doesn't mean I don't know about your politics. That just means that I'm not a member of your society as far as your political unit. So you're never going to see me retweeting stuff or Facebooking stuff or just starting conversations off about politics in general that are out there in the world that are not here in America or here in Texas. Now, if you show up to my feeds and you happen to be a foreign national and you happen to be talking about American politics, or you happen to be reposting something that somebody else is talking about in American politics, like I said, foreign national with no business talking about American politics, and I happen to get up in your face about it, you asked for it. Because I'm going to politely ask you to just leave American politics alone unless you're an American. And I will politely leave your country's politics alone if you will do the same. If you won't, then all bets are off, and I'm going to shine lights on things that you do not want made public. I guarantee it. People think I'm mean. People think I'm uncouth. I don't care. You can't do anything to me physically. And I'll invite you here to Houston to come do something. I haven't had any takers yet. Okay. I'm not trying to be mean about this to the people who actually like me, or at least somewhat like me. If this is stomping on your toes, look, I apologize. But chances are you're also not jumping across onto my feed. Last week we had Mike M. He wanted to talk shit. He's in Ireland. His right to talk shit about American politics, he has none. So when I treated him bad, slaying trolls, that's what I do. He wants to be a troll, let's go. That's the way I feel about it. Now, I'm going to talk about some American politics that are happening right now. I am an American. I served my time in the Army. I live in Texas. Yeah, I was born in California. Yeah, okay, so all four of those things somehow will probably make it so that I'm actually legally, by my own rules, able to talk about American politics. Now here we go. I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care if you hate Trump. It does not matter to me, not one bit. All of those people who said, Trump, not my president, what you're claiming is, I'm not an American. So if you continue to claim that, stop talking about American politics. Biden, I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you hate him. You see where this is going? Because it's the same thing. If he's not your president, you're claiming to not be an American, you have no business talking about it. Do you have to like your president? No. It's that simple. There's lots of people out there that didn't like the president when he was president. You know what? I can go back to people hating on George Bush Sr. I can go back to people hating on Bill Clinton. I was one of them. So what? I can go back to people hating on George Bush Jr. I can go back to people hating on Obama. Surprisingly, I wasn't one of them. Go ahead. Let it sink in. Maybe I've got reasons to not like the Clintons. And if you want to ask me about my voting record, I voted against Obama the first time because I felt that the other candidate had more experience. And I voted for Obama the second time because I felt that there were two choices and both were Obama. So why not just go ahead and leave the one that's in office and has the greater level of experience being president in office and let him do his damn job? Had nothing to do with skin color, had nothing to do with religion, had nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with who I feel is going to do the better job and who I feel is the safer choice. Did I vote for Hillary? Hell no, I did not vote for Hillary. I voted against Hillary. Did I vote for Donald Trump? No. I saw a lot of people vote for Obama because his skin color is the same as my skin color. That would have been as idiotic as me saying, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because his name's Donald. You see what's my name on the channel. You know who I am. The idiot reasons people vote, they don't sit there and go, hey, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to vote who's going to do the best job. I'm going to vote who's the safest choice. We just had this historic election. More people voted than have ever voted before. In fact, it's so many people voted, it's quite possible that there's more votes than are eligible voters. Because you got to remember, about 30% of America is actually underage for voting. Okay. Look, if 80 million people voted for Biden and he won, fine. Right now he's the president. He was inaugurated. It actually happened. Okay, so Biden is your president if you're an American. You like it, you hate it, it doesn't matter. Your hashtag, not my president, means you're hashtag saying, I'm not an American. You figure it out. If you're not an American, get the hell out of my country, get the hell out of the Social Security, and stop talking about American politics. There we go. You like it? I'm sitting there telling you both sides. Both sides. Those who hated Trump and said, not my president, then you shouldn't have voted this time. Those who hate Biden and are currently saying, not my president, then be gone with you. You claim a different country and go. Cat wanting in. My cat. I'm going to let him in. By the way, his name's Trump. But not because anything funny. It's because when he first got here, he had this comb over that looked exactly like Donald Trump's damn wig. Okay, another statement. American politics. Here we go. In the last two elections, Republicans and Democrats have rolled out a pile of shit. Here's a pile of shit, here's a pile of shit. Pick one. Not, let's go find a good person that should be president. Not, let's go find a person that would be decent as president. It's been a pile of shit. You're going to have to take a bite either way. Everybody's going to taste it. It's going to be nasty. Let's just figure out which one's the worst and pick that one. Or whatever. We're left with choices of crap and craptastic. Flaming pile. Dumpster fire floating down a river of sewage. That's what American politics has become. Now, political viewpoint number 3. And this is the one that's going to get people fucked up. Impeachment is the removal of someone from a government office. Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is now considered a private citizen. He holds no political power. He has no government office. You can't impeach a private citizen. The only thing an impeachment trial is going to do is waste American taxpayers' money. If the Senate is not for the people, It'll be proven by them not taking the articles of impeachment that the House just gave them. So, hey, you know what? House of Representatives, y'all who voted yes, all of y'all who voted yes, you might as well just go ahead and be ready to turn in your badges and be gone. Because I guarantee I'm not voting for you. And I'm going to make sure that this gets out to enough people that we're going to start seeing what you're doing. Except for the fact that I am already seeing what you're doing. You're wasting taxpayers' money. Oh, we're trying to make sure he can't run in 2024. He's going to be an old man this year. You really think he's going to want to run again in 2024? You really want to see all the jokes that were made about Biden being senile brought back on Trump? Come on, the man doesn't have that many more years left to live. He's past his time. Oh, well, we'll take away his United States pension. Really? You think he gives one crap iota about the pension? He donated his paycheck. He legally had to take $1 a quarter. $1 a quarter. So in the entire 4 years he was president, he made $16. Let that sink in. Show me another politician that actually is going to do that. No, they're getting rich. You don't believe me? Look up their net worth right now. Look up what they've been paid across the board. And you know that there's no way that they got rich on a government employee's salary. Not to those levels of rich. They do live well. They've got some other things that they have to take care of. But they shouldn't be $350 million rich unless they've been in office for 50 years. Oh wait, that would almost describe the current president. Maybe he should be kind of rich. But he wasn't rich in 2016. He got real rich in between. 4 years to get real rich? Something fishy. But still, you can't impeach a private citizen. He holds no government office, has no government power. So the only thing possible that you're doing is wasting taxpayer money and wasting our time. Oh, we'll take his Secret Service detail away. No, you won't. Because he was privy to state secrets, top level clearance secrets. They can't take the Secret Service away because part of them are there to make sure that he doesn't spill the beans on some of this crap. The other part of there is because he has to be protected now that he knows these state secrets, so that people don't walk in, grab hold of him, drag him out, use those state secrets. He doesn't want a Secret Service detail, I can guarantee that, because he has to house those Secret Service details. Which means his world got smaller instead of bigger. Go ahead, figure it out. Oh, he could put a secondary house on his property there in Mar-a-Lago. He could. That means in one direction or the other, his view is cut down. His world got smaller. Trapped by the office that he took. I wouldn't wish the office of President of the United States on anybody. But impeachment for a private citizen? all just a waste of taxpayer money. You don't believe me? How much did the first impeachment cost? Figure that up. I believe the total that I was told was $1 billion went into the total impeachment trial process. $1 billion. Let's see. Divide $1 billion by 330 million, and that's how much taxpayer money was thrown away because they didn't have 67% support of impeachment in the Senate. Quite honestly, senators, hope y'all are getting a load of this at some point. If you can somehow impeach a private citizen, then you deserve to not be elected next time. 2 senators in Texas. Either one of y'all doesn't say throw this shit out because it's just a waste of taxpayers' money and Trump is a private citizen, then that should be the only statement you need to make. This is a waste of taxpayers' money, and we will not proceed with this farce of an impeachment. No. It's not that he's going to run again. Seriously. He won't run again. If I was president for a day, I wouldn't run again. You kidding me? He won't run again because he has no credibility. Even if he did run again, what's he going to run as? An independent? The Republicans won't put him in. The Democrats won't put him in. Nobody else is going to put him in. It's not about being afraid. It's about the whole impeachment process is to remove somebody from government power. He has no government power. He's listed as a private citizen already. Oh, we're going to make sure he can't run again. He won't. I don't know how much crack you got to be smoking if you think he's going to run again. He's not the kind that just goes and takes a pile of cash and sets it on fire. I mean, he sort of did this last election, but it's expected that somebody who's president runs again as the incumbent. Martin, that's a possibility. Very slim. Well, DJ Close, if you believe that you're smoking crack because I've said that you got to be smoking crack to think that he's going to run again, sorry about your luck. Do read the description. I guaranteed I was going to piss people off. I guaranteed I was going to offend people. I do not expect any Bushes to run ever again. The Bush name is not really all the greatest in the world, not even in Texas. So, no, not even Jeb, who was Florida. I just don't see another Bush running. What it comes down to is fact. How factual do you need me to be? Republicans didn't like Trump well enough. They didn't want Trump in the first place. They kept propping up everybody but Trump until Trump finally took enough wins. And then they just said, okay, fine. will run him as president against Hillary. And they expected to lose. And then Trump still won. Because enough people said not Hillary. Not so much that we voted for Donald Trump. I could sort of see Don Jr. running, except for the fact that I don't think Don Jr. wants to cut his money. I do remember Don Jr. is right now the head of the Trump empire, and he's making cash. He can do practically anything he wants. It's kind of like being Hunter Biden. You can smoke crack and be with whores, and nobody's going to say a damn thing. Plus, Don Jr.'s wife is kind of hot, so, well. Do I think it was a fair and honest election? Not entirely. There were too many little videos of all kind of shit, and there's too many affidavits out there of people saying some funny shit happened. Actually, the funny thing is, Trump actually lost money while in office. He started off with little over 500 million, and now his value is 322 million or something like that. Trump's the only politician in my lifetime that did not make stacks of cash while in office. And not just a little bit of cash. I mean stacks. Stacks and stacks. Now, will he write a book about being president and make a couple $1 million on it? I'm sure he will. Every other president has. Shit. He'd be stupid not to. Will he make speaking engagements and make stacks of cash on those? I'm sure he will. Bill Clinton even does. Hillary Clinton does. Every last one of these fool people does. Let's see. Bill Clinton spent 4 years saying, I have no recollection of those events. Quite literally. And then got $12 million to write a book that I could write on a post-it note. I have no recollection of those events. So will Trump make money from being president? I'm sure he will. But he didn't while he was president. Obama actually made money while being president. Lots of money. Go ahead, look it up. What was he worth when he was a senator? Remember, he was put in to replace somebody. He wasn't a senator that long. And suddenly he's president. They just kind of like shoved him forward and said, hey, he's your president. Oh, Trump would make bank if he would just go ahead and get some tech advisors to put something together so that he can keep tweeting anything he damn well wants to. Because there's enough of his super followers that are going to jump right over there onto that. You want to know why I don't quit Twitter? Because I like pissing people off. I'm good at it. I've got the perfect job for me. I just thought of it. One of my viewers right now is going to get a good kick about this. I am going to get a job as Dell customer service. I'm great at pissing people off. Oh yeah, I think that should be the way I should go. Yeah. What do you think, Martin? Good idea? Good as I am at pissing people off? In case y'all don't know, follow Over a Pipe. He's right there in the comments, wherever the comments are on your screen. Go look up his Dell Chronicles. Oh my God. Tell me you wouldn't be pissed off. I don't care how bad you think it is. Dell customer service has some splaining to do. In case you're wondering, coffee. Not expected to hit 70 degrees today. Hit 80 yesterday. Supposed to be about 61 as the high on Thursday. It's getting chilly again. Not my fault. Too damn hot still. Snow in El Paso? I'd believe it. You gotta remember though, El Paso is way up in the mountains and way over on the west side of Texas. And Houston is way down by the coast and way over on the east side. It could take 3 days for weather to make it from El Paso to Houston. Actually, it could take 5 days. I've seen it actually take 5 days to make it that far. Oh my God, I'm loving this, Martin. This is going to be funny. So, because I'm wanting to be not terrible, I'm going to end the political ranting for right now, with the remaining statement being, thank you politicians for wasting all of our money, those of us who are Americans, and making sure that you are pointing to the fact that you are wasting our money by not immediately saying he's a private citizen, you can't impeach him, throw this out. Even if he was to run again, he won't get elected. Too much of a loose cannon. And there will be better Republicans that can run against him. Hell, Kim Klysek, or whatever her name is, if she was to run against him, I bet you she would whip his ass. Yeah, black lady, good looking, Republican, from Baltimore. Didn't win her election. Go figure. Oh yeah, no, I'm waiting on all of these Dell things because those are going to be awesome. It's a multi-part series completely destroying the idea that customer support is for the customers. Oh, and please, y'all remember, as I've said before, if you're an American, Biden is your president. Your hashtag, not my president, just says your hashtag, not an American. And I said the same thing to Never Trumpers that were saying the same thing about Trump. I am not wishy-washy on this. Oh, but don't worry. Some Republican something or other will find some reason to write articles of impeachment about Biden just so that we can waste more money. They open up the floodgates. Anything and everything that you might accidentally say can now be used as reasons for impeachment. And let me tell you how it's going to go if some Republican House of Representatives member actually gets articles of impeachment sent over to the Senate. That's going to take a lot because they actually have to get enough people to vote yes on the articles of impeachment, which might be difficult, but let's say that they actually walk it across the hall to the Senate. You're not going to get 67% of the senators that are mostly Democrats to say, yeah, we're going to get rid of Biden. Unless they're going with like whatever that amendment is where he's unable to continue to hold office. And then they won't be doing that under impeachment. They'll be doing that under the amendment, which says, look, if you're mentally unstable, we've got to remove you for the safety of the country. And then that's a Democrat versus Democrat interior coup. Kamala Harris, your new 47th president. For the next foreseeable future, impeachment is just a waste of money. Well, at least to us Americans. Those of you who happen to be in other countries, that's your country. I don't have any reason to talk about it, and I shouldn't be. That's the reason why I've asked y'all all to not talk about the Americans. We've got enough problems. We don't need a bunch of people from other countries coming over here. And if you do it on my live feed, I promise you won't like it. Anyways, I went all the way up to 3 people. Been on here almost 40 minutes. I'm gonna finish this pipe, read a book, drink some coffee, I'm going to make it a good day that counts. So, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great day if you can. As always, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon. You too, Everett. Been good having you here.